clock in for a night shift at the Detroit Zoo to connect with Nicole, a zookeeper who spends her evenings helping animals settle in for bedtime and greeting the nocturnal animals who are just waking up. Let the after-hours fun begin.
After the zoo closes is when I get started with the majority of my day. So a lot of the animals that I work with are nocturnal. I start my night out by going to the hangout habitat. That's where the sloth and our bats live. We have 4 African straw-colored fruit bats, and they live on a diet that mostly consists of fruit. So I spend a good portion of my day cutting up fruit and putting it on skewers to hang on the ceiling for them. The sloth that lives at our zoo is called a Hoffman's two-toed sloth, and he lives also on a diet that mainly consists of fruit. Homer likes to spend most of his days in the way back of the hangout habitat sleeping, so that's why you often cannot see him. And similar for the bats, they like to hide in the dark corners of the habitat, so they're also a little bit harder to see. But if you come to a late night event, then you might be able to catch them up at the front of the habitat as soon as the lights go out. After I finish up at the hangout habitat, I like to go give a snack to the 2 southern male white rhinos, Tamba and Jasiri. The rhinos love hay, so they eat that for their snack, and then I come back a little bit later in the evening and I bring them in for dinner time, which consists of more hay and some grain and even sometimes some leaves and sticks to chew on.
Maybe not our idea of a late night snack, but to each their own. Now we're off to meet a colony of animals who think nighttime is the right time. Yes, Detroit Zoo visitors, there are beavers, and they're ready for breakfast.
Beavers are herbivores, and they're gonna eat mostly aquatic plants and live wood and bark. They like the outer bark that's still green and living, and they have specialized teeth that allow them to actually strip trees and chew down trees simply so that they can eat the bark. And then they also use the rest of the wood that they wouldn't eat to build their homes and build their dams, which build an even bigger habitat for other species. So they're actually really, really interesting mammals. Of course, I do a little bit of cleaning as well over here. I help them clean out their lodge periodically. The lodge is where they spend most of their time sleeping. They bring sticks in there and trees into there, and they build a nest inside of the lodge that I will have to help them sometimes clean out to keep it fresh for them. And I also spend a large portion of my night cutting down trees for them, placing the trees on habitat so that they can elicit all of their natural behaviors of knocking down their own trees, eating bark, and building their dams. After I finish up at the beaver habitat, I like to go assist our other keeper at the aardvark building. Aardvarks are nocturnal as well. They spend their whole night digging holes that then they spend sleeping in during the day. They use their really long claws to do that. Sometimes when they're digging, they get a little bit crazy with it, and we have to go in and help them dig to make sure that all of the dirt doesn't just fly out everywhere. So it's really fun. We get to pretend that we're aardvarks as well.
Aardvarks are amazing. Who knew there was so much to see as the sun sets? You can love the nightlife at the Detroit Zoo too when you come to one of our many evening events.
Thanks for joining me today and learning a little bit about what I do here at the zoo after hours.
What a great late night tour full of nocturnal animal fun. That's all, folks.